Hey, we just wrapped up this Polaris UTV with some upgrades. We've got the SS3s up front. Customer needed some better performance. We're gonna get into that in just a moment. He provided the whip lights. Those are programmable, RGB, and they also function as brake lights. We've also added some backup lighting. So we'll go over everything shortly. But you can see the SS3s are mounted on this bar, and they provide really good performance. So here's an output shot, and on a UTV like this, at least used around here, they're not being used on the roads, but this does come with factory LED assemblies. Now the customer had a light bar installed, and we'll turn that on for you, but it was just way too intense. It's kind of a very tight beam pattern, wasn't usable. Let's turn that off. And we'll turn on the SS3s for you. So if you take a look at the SS3s, they've got a really, really nice defined beam pattern. There's no extra light coming over the cutoff. And this provides a much more usable light for what the customer is looking for. Of course, the light bar can still be used, but if you take a look at the output of the low beams, which we did try to aim a little bit, I mean, the SS3s are even brighter than the factory low beam. So customer wasn't really happy, and he ended up in this direction with the light bar, and ultimately it really wasn't what he was looking for. And these are the SS3 Sports in the fog light optic. So it's providing a nice wide beam pattern, and we do think this is going to be really usable, especially on the trails. So on the rear, the customer installed these little LED pods as reverse lights. Later on came by and wanted something legitimate. We're going to turn on the SS3 for you. That is a SS3 Sport with a combo lens. And the customer wanted it to shine out to the side, so when he takes a look back on the trail, when he's backing up, he can see a little bit better. So I do think that's a proper solution. The customer's been happy with that. We actually did that previously for the customer. And we'll get into the whip lights next. And finally, we've got the whip lights that we're showing off. We are not really familiar with this product, but customer wanted to install it, brought it over. Lone Seguro whips. Now these are fully programmable. Right now they're just on a kind of a flowing setting where it changes all the colors, but they are totally programmable. And they also act as brake lights, so which is good if you're in the dunes or you're in the trails. As soon as you put on the brakes, they're actually really bright too. So you can have some fun with those, change the colors, put on a different sequence. They are functional and usable, and of course, they add some safety to everything. So if you guys have any questions, email us. It's info@lightwerkz.net. You can bring over your UTV over here. We'll take care of it if you've got some products that you want installed, and we'll be happy to discuss it with you. Thanks again. Subscribe to the channel, and we look forward to hearing from you.